I feel like I'm really close today. Am I closer than normal? Oh, look at that spot. Oh, my runny nose. Oh, ugh. So, today I'm actually filming from an almost finished room. Obviously, we already had the wallpaper in the background that you've all seen before, but we've now got a sofa. I also have my fur throw over the sofa. Right in front of me, I obviously have my ring light set up and everything, and then I have a TV in front of me. So now this is just going to be like my little chill zone. I've got a canvas thing that I want to put up and some little decorations that I'm going to do. It just feels like a room where I can just be like zen. Do you know what I mean? Zen. Also, I've got a really runny nose. I've been getting really bad hay fever at the moment. My eyes sometimes during the day are literally like so like watery and swollen and stinging. It's horrible. I haven't worn red lipstick in ages. Missed you, babes. So I did put out on my Instagram a few days ago that I had an announcement that I was going to make on YouTube. I was meant to record it that day that I posted the story, but me being me, then had like 3 days away from my phone, didn't answer anyone's messages, went completely, MIA? I'm gonna go with MIA. You know when you just kind of like lose motivation for a bit? Like you have those few days where you're like, oh, I can't be fucking arsed with anything. It was like that. Now I feel like I should do a little bit of a catch up before I make the announcement, you know, keep you up to date what's going on in the life of me. This would be easier if there was actually anything going on in my life, but I don't think there is, so yeah, it's probably best I just go straight in with what I want to say. Because my life is so boring, oh my god. So I'm going to give you a bit of a backstory to how the idea came to exist. So the other night I had a really bad night about 4 nights ago. I was up all night feeling really anxious and overwhelmed. I didn't know what it was, why I was feeling that way. I didn't even know what it was that I was feeling. It was weird. It was a weird night, but I was up all night and I didn't really know what to do with myself. I was like, came upstairs, clipped me mic on, sat in front of the camera. I didn't have my ring light in here or anything, so it was just like really dim lighting, awful quality, no makeup on, messy hair, eyes looked sharp because it was the middle of the night. And I just sat down on the floor, and it was before it was all nice in here, so it was literally just boxes, and I was just sat on the floor, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna clip my mic on, get my phone out, and just talk to a camera, because it actually worked. Because I'm not one to speak to people. There are many people that have tried over the years, different doctors, psychiatrists, therapists, psychologists, counsellors, you know. Nothing seems to work. I'm not very good at talking. And I realised I could just speak to a camera that doesn't speak back. Revelation. And I just spoke to the camera and like got everything out that I was feeling that night. And like it actually really helped. And I just kind of thought like, that feels quite nice, like I've just kind of vented, let it all out. I had no intention of using the footage. I don't think that anybody would want to see that. It wasn't very like pleasing to the eyeball. I felt a bit better, but I still couldn't sleep. I messaged my friend Mia and my friend Liv, and they kind of like talked to me and calmed me down because I was in a bit of a state. So my brain just started coming up with like these weird ideas. So basically what I've decided to do is I'm going to be making a kind of small documentary surrounding mental health, sexual abuse, domestic violence, emotional abuse, all the after effects of it, I don't know how long it's going to take me either. It could be a month, it could be longer, it could be less, I don't know. It depends on how everything kind of goes in my life, because I don't think there is enough awareness raised. It feels like there is, because everyone's so like in your face, like, oh, think about people's mental health. But it's kind of a take it with a pinch of salt, because people say that and they're some of the least understanding people ever. I'm not very good at talking about what I've been through. It may seem like I am, since I've tried over the past couple of years to try and be more open on social media, that I have struggles with my mental health. But I'm open about the fact that I struggle, but I'm never, ever, ever, ever open about how I struggle and what it is that actually goes on. I have good relationships with all the professionals that I work with, but if they could describe me, they would probably say a pain in the arse. Sometimes I'll go in for a session and it will literally be like, wow, we got nothing out of that, because Soph is just like a closed wall. I'm literally like a block of ice. As soon as it comes to actually talking about how I feel, I'm really, 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 really not good at it. When I sat in front of the camera and I actually managed to kind of talk about how I was feeling, I thought, oh, so I can tell a camera. But then I thought, if I can speak to a camera about it, I could use that as a way to be able to talk about it and to then kind of help other people that will then realise that other people might feel the way that they do too. I'm hoping it might help some people recognise some of the things that they're actually going through themselves that they haven't been able to make sense of. I'm hoping it's going to have a positive outcome for quite a few people. I mean, I'm not doing it for the good of my health. Actually, yeah, I am. I feel like if I do this, it will be a really big part of my healing process, because no matter how much I try to make myself think I'm healed, I am not. The fact that I can't speak about a lot of it to therapists that I've been seeing for over like 2 years is a bit of an indicator that I haven't healed. So this is kind of for me and for anybody who watches it. It's for me because I think it's really going to help with my healing process, and I'm hoping it's going to help people that watch it. Hopefully it will raise awareness around all the issues that I'm going to talk about and help other people to feel a little bit less alone in it all, because it can be very scary when you've got all these things going on in your mind and you don't really know what it is that's actually going on, or you think that you're the only person that feels that way and you start to think like, oh my god, there is something wrong with me. I'm not saying everybody feels like that, but that is how I felt a lot of the time in the earlier years when I was struggling with mental health, because I didn't understand, I didn't get it, I didn't think anybody felt this way. I thought there was just something wrong with my brain in particular. I'm going to talk about friendships that I've had in the past and the effect it's had on me. Just pre-warning, I don't want anybody to get like, and think there's any kind of issues. I have no issues with anybody. I'm completely peaceful. As well as my mental health, I am going to be talking about some of the things that have caused those issues. They are going to be very sensitive subjects that I do not discuss with anybody. I'm going to be talking about some things that have been locked away in my mind and the key has been thrown away. That's what I mean when I say it's going to be part of my healing process. Hopefully if I can talk about my experiences, maybe it will encourage others to be able to speak out about what they've been through. I'm not going to sugarcoat any of it. It's going to be very, I'm just going to say it how it is, how it happened. So it might not be an easy watch, but my nose is running again. But I hope it's going to have some positive effects for myself and others. Last month in April, it was Sexual Assault Awareness Month. And I really did want to do something for that, but every time I went to kind of do something to kind of raise awareness, I just backed away because I was like, Nino, do you know what I mean? Like red flag. I was like, no, I don't think I was ready. I mean, it's only a few weeks later, but I'm ready now. Yeah. There's going to be kind of something else added onto it, but that will become clear at the end of the docu-series, whatever you want to call it. I'm working on something to go alongside that, but I'm not going to let any of that slip until the end because I want everything to be perfect. So yeah, it's also Mental Health Awareness Week coming up. You know, there's just a lot of things this time of year. It's all about raising awareness, so I might as well do my bit. None of it's going to be easy, I am fully aware of that. I'm just hoping it's going to be quite an honest portrayal. Is that the word? God, I make myself sound so dumb sometimes. Honest portrayal. Let's go with that, of what it is like for anybody struggling with their mental health. I'm not going to make it look glamorous. My hope for this is that it's going to hopefully receive some support from anybody who watches it. Hopefully this is going to be something good. Do something good. Pooing my pants, but with the support of some of the people that I have in my life that I am actually very lucky to have, aka Mimi Woodhull, Olivia Brown, Maisie Milford, Jacqueline Dennis, loads of other people that I know do support me and care for me. So, but I was just, you know, listing people off the top of my head. I really hope everybody is staying safe, everybody's well, you're all having a lovely time in lockdown. Also, quick shout out to Mia Gatehouse. It is her 18th birthday today. It's probably not going to be her 18th when I upload this. That is all for today. Hope to see you guys next time. Subscribe to my channel. Like this video. Share it around if you feel like it. Only if you feel like it. You don't have to. Treat people with kindness. And I will see you next time. Such an awkward person. CBA for me.